Blasts. First one. 16 to hit, 26 to hit.
26 hits.
4/7 force damage. Second one is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
For 11 force damage. Stop me, I can't see if it's died because the thing's over my screen. Stop me if I do. Third one is a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Even with the -2 to AC from slow.
Sure.
Another 7. Is he still standing?
Oh yeah.
Sorcery point, let's go again. 21 to hit. Another 9. 19 to hit. For another 15. 28 to hit. For another 7.
It is now dead.
Another 15. But you just see him walk around the corner, just stick out a hand, and it's basically like a machine gun just shoots out from him. Just batters it.
As we are exiting combat, I need a dex save from everybody. DC 17.
17.
At 20 did.
Nope, that's 14 for me.
I miss having a paladin in the party that gives you a bonus to your saving throws.
Whatever happened to that paladin?
Don't know, I think they were on a ship that got sunk.
That's the
Took a
rumor.
nap.
It's a myth. It's a legend. We don't really know. Alright, so the ground around you begins to shake and tremble, and more rocks are falling. Those of you who succeed take half damage. Damage roll is 13. Those of you who fail take full damage.
I will take no damage. Thank you.
I suppose I can allow that. And this is just
Okay.
from falling debris. All of the falling debris. Now, comes the fun part. Same rules apply as before. If you are not in combat, you are using skills for your turns to exit. You guys officially have 2 rounds to get out of here. I'm not going to tell you what happens if you don't.
We get crushed.
Well, not necessarily. It's just not necessarily a good thing. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say it's not necessarily good.
Well, that's not really ideal for Nyack and Olive, who have haste sickness.
Oh.
It's not really good for any of us because Olive's blocking the thing way.
No, I can. Oh, I got it.
Y'all can figure something out. I have faith.
I got it.
That does take us to the top of the round to Beryl.
So, question, can I use an action instead of a skill as an option?
Like what?
Because I have an ability where I can throw one of my blades forward and teleport to it.
Sure.
Okay. Not that one. Hold on. I gotta remind myself exactly how that works. There it is. Blades. Expend a psionic die for that. Okay. And throw the blade on octopus. Oh. So. Wait, was that a D10? Yep, that was a D10. All right. So I can throw my blades 60 feet ahead of where I am and teleport to it, basically. Can I see 60 feet in here?
No.
I was going to say, that's the next question. How far can I?
From where you are, because there's a jut out, you're not going to see very far. Let me think.
Well, I can move over to where this guy is a little bit. Since he's dead on the ground.
Yeah, here, I'll move the dead guy. That works. From there... what's your vision? Your passive vision type?
I think it's just normal vision. Yeah, I don't have any special kind of vision except for the blind sense in 10 feet of me.
Okay. So you could easily see to the next torch to here. Beyond that, it's going to get sketchy.
Okay. Well, then I will teleport up to there then.
Okay. Hokily dokily. I'll just move these dead guys out of the way here. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I think that's it.
Nyak's turn.
I believe Nyak's gonna stand there like an idiot.
Dazed and confused.
What are the effects of haste wearing off?
They're effectively, they can perform no actions or movement for an entire turn.
They're basically stunned for a round.
Yeah. Pretty
Oh,
close.
wow.
You can do reactions, is the one exception.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna guess Olive's gonna do the same thing.
Dazed and confused, crew.
So we're gonna go to Dante.
Not
Great timing.
I know you said skill checks, but am I allowed to cast a spell? Yeah? Alright. Well, sorry, Valdria. But anyone within, I think, 30 feet of me. Yep, anyone within 30 feet of me, which is everyone except for Thaldriath. I guess they could make a wisdom saving throw if they want to resist my spell, but otherwise, we're all going to be teleported a ways. So it's 30 feet from me, and I can teleport anyone in there 120 feet. And from where I'm at, it's 140 to the exit.
I would say move Dante.
Okay. Let me ruler myself.
Errol's more likely to make it out than Valdreth at this point, though. For all intents and purposes.
I move there. That is 120 feet from me.
And I would say everybody else can move within, I would say, like 4 squares of you.
Okay.
I don't care how close they are to you.
And kind of as my, I know it's not actually getting a roll or a skill or anything, but this is, since I'm assuming this is like coming down, that's just where I yell, move, and
Okay then.
yeah. That'll be my turn.
It takes us to Northern.
I'm just checking something. We've had this question before, but how much does Nyack weigh?
Very little.
You've got another
He-
turn where you'll be able to move yourself, right?
He is 32 pounds, and he's carrying 122 pounds of gear.
Okay. I could summon the Reaper Spirit to basically cart him out, but nah, I think he'll make it on his own. Again, if we're using abilities instead of skill checks, I will just use my what the damn thing's called. One second, I can't remember what its name is. There we go. Blessing of the Raven Queen. And it will teleport me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically to where Beryl is to get out. 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's the entrance there, so.
Yeah. Which takes us to Beryl. Who I assume is just gonna step outside.
That's silly. I'm going to use acrobatics to roll out.
That sounds more like you. Let's go.
28.
You succeed.
Yay.
Nyack.
A cartwheel is way cooler when it's done by a centaur.
Nyack, are you going into tumbling effects as well?
Nope, and to avoid any problem with skill failures, I'm just going to Misty Step my way out of the cave. Great. Weird
Does
how.
his audio sound weird for anybody else? How would you describe it?
Like he's in a fishbowl that's still full of water.
Yeah,
No.
it gets crackly or
Crackly.
something. Yeah.
It's like wavy, like
Here, we'll swap places and I'll talk through your mic. Okay. I'll hand you my headphones. You can talk through your mic.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Wunderbar.
I've got some sort of issue with Audio DG in Windows that if it has access to all my CPU cores, I get choppy like that. If I tie it to a single core, everything's fine. It makes no sense. But yeah,
It doesn't like to overwork.
to avoid any kind of skill failure, I am going to just Misty Step my way out of the cave.
Wunderbar. Olive, how would you
Stop.
like to make your exodus?
I think I'd like to just walk like 10 feet.
Okay. Figured everybody else is getting fancy. I didn't know if you wanted to also. Takes us to Dante.
where I will yell at people again as I'm running to move, 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 move.
Okay.
I guess I'll just go ahead and roll this but it's not very effective because I'm freaking out too.
it's fine. Yeah, you're out. Okay. Let's switch maps here. It's
I was going to say for mine, I'm just going to don an imaginary pair of sunglasses that do not exist as he walks out, not looking at the cool explosion happening behind him as the cave collapses.
It's not an explosion, for the record.
No, but there's an eruption of dust.
Sure. Let me
Dust.
acquire the tokens I need. Sure. darn hiccups. Alright. You step out of the cave, and behind you, you hear a thunderous boom as rock collides with rock, and the tunnels collapse. Those that were still in the main tunnel slowly seem to be making their way out behind you, covered in dirt and bits of like small pebbles, like larger chunks of dirt basically, in like their hair, on their face, on their clothes. All light in the tunnels is gone. It is completely pitch dark in there. The first two to make it out of the cave, copy their tokens because those aren't the right tokens. Those tokens is wrong. I don't even know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna find out. Yes! That makes me so happy. So the first two to make it out are one of the injured and Rond Halbjorn. And they come out.
Rond was the captain?
Oui, madame.
Okay.
They come out coughing. The injured gentleman is sneezing a little bit. They're doing like this, and it's just puffs of dirt and dust coming off their clothes.
Have you guys seen the news in your country?
Indeed, I have.
What the fuck?
People are crazy. Yep, it was only a couple hours from Syl and I. And Syl looks confused.
No.
There was a firing from Raleigh.
Oh. Well.
Doing critical, one injured was shot from help.
Too bad.
What happened?
Someone took a shot at Trump.
So Trump had a rally in Pittsburgh. There is, I think the official count is, several are injured, one in critical, one was shot in the head.
Two people are dead, including the gunman.
Wow.
There you go.
The rally goer and the gunman.
The
Wow.
bullet pierced the upper part of his right ear as well. But
Crazy.
Anyway, not D&D related. Let us return to the
sorry,
game.
I just didn't know if you guys were aware, because what the hell?
Well, yeah, of course I'm aware.
I don't know. You might be busy playing D&D that you don't get a chance to look at the news.
That came out before D&D started.
Oh, right. We've only just found out over here.
Well, you guys are a couple hours behind. We'll have to get you caught up. Okay. So, what are you guys doing? The tunnels behind you have collapsed. They have gone dark. People are slowly making their way out, but it's
And I like
slow.
try to help shift rubble and so help people out of the tunnel as they're coming out. Like,
So there's no rubble in the long tunnel, the entire collapse. So if you stop and ask anybody, they're gonna tell you the collapse happened in the main room.
oh, okay. So it's just people coming out of the tunnel. There's no.
Right.
Okay.
So when that collapse hit, it just pushed all that air forward, all that dirt, all that rubble forward through the tunnel.
Then in that case, what I would rather do is like do medicine checks on people as they're coming out to make sure they're okay, or if they need bandage or whatever.
Sure.
For kids, stuff like that.
I'm gonna be like keeping an eye on this, like above, since something I would have had to have guessed would have caused that, since we were attacked. So I'm keeping an eye above that area, and I yell over at Nyack, call the Viridian people again. Tell them we're under attack. Now! And I guess I'll start barking orders at people to basically what Beryl is doing, you know, treat the wounded, clear the area, etc., etc., etc.
Absolutely.
Be like the centaur.
Where are your eyes looking? Are you looking at the rock formation that's above, or are you looking to the sky? Okay.
Not the sky, directly above the rock formation. Like if something was like, and it's slightly metagamey, I guess, but my thought is something sent something to down. So I want to get an idea if there's something on the crest of the top.
Got it. Give me a perception check.
It's okay, a 17.
You beat me. You succeed. So when you look up, you see an outline of a tall, slender figure.
Like how far in the distance? Because I don't even have an idea of like how tall this mountain face is.
It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. But like when you're standing at the base of a mountain, and you look up, you can kind of see like a shadowy figure basically. And up top you see a tall, slender, shadowy figure.
Okay, at that point, that's when I'll stop barking orders. And I'll just be kind of like staring and trying to figure out.
Okay. And you can feel like the wind coming off the water and everything. They're not moving. So, and there's trees nearby. The trees are moving. They are not moving.
Right, and we already know from the last session and the session before that like going up to the top of these mountains is insane for the wind.
Yes.
And
they're just they're not standing like on the edge, but they're close enough to the edge that they're visible.
Yeah, I'm like beeline vision and kind of ignoring what's around me for the foreseeable.
Okay. And you're gonna use sending stone?
I was gonna ask. When I contacted them before, was that before or after arrest?
But it was.
I think it was
during
the
breakfast.
morning of, so maybe a couple hours ago.
Because I
something.
think most sending stones have a once per long rest. This was a custom one, so I can't say for sure, but most of them do.
Okay, I just didn't remember.
Yeah, I think it was that morning.
Let me find out.
Yeah, it was after, because we discussed the Viridian Path after a long rest is literally the first note that I have from last session, and the message was sent after that.
Okay. And the response you got from that was like dead air, silence, nothing, right? making sure I'm on track here. Yeah,
Maybe
so
they're all
I hope not.
dead.
Yeah, so oh, excuse me. You go to Nyack and Nyack's like, we just used it this morning. I can't.
I was just barking orders, basically.
Right. Nyack, give me a perception check. It does not rely on smell. You succeed. Where do you store the sending stone?
Uh-oh.
Because that'll rely on smell.
In one of my belt pouches.
That belt pouch is vibrating.
He has a message waiting.
Why is this pouch wet?
Come on, guys, stay on task.
Oh yes, we're great at that.
I'm aware.
Our ADHD is
will.
always showing.
I will open that pouch and try to find out what is vibrating within it, because I have a number of things in that pouch.
It is specifically the sending stone. Well, I guess it's technically a sending coin. And it's not vibrating to the point like your phone would vibrate or whatever, but it is resonating at a different frequency than it was before. Whereas before it was resonating at a frequency you didn't really feel. Now you feel that it's moving.
It has a silent call function.
No! Sure should just wait. Good grief. If we were in person, I'd throw jelly beans at you.
No. That's something we
I
should
would
do at some point.
Pull the coin out
In-person D&D.
of the pouch to try to either see if it's like if it's trying to receive a message, or if it's not something immediate upon pulling it out, I'll kind of use Arcana to try to figure out what's going on with it, since I know it's magical.
Give me an Arcana check.
29.
You recognize that somebody has activated a locator spell within it.
I think they might be trying to lock on to where we are. I think, and I hold the coin up. I think they're tracking it.
I think I'm too busy to
I'm
pay
totally
attention
ignoring
to
you
you.
and still just looking up the
Yeah.
happy face. And like you can clearly see that I am not like I'm just looking up.
Look at the clouds. Kitty!
Which kitty is that?
Sorry, my left click wasn't actually unmuting. That is Gizmo.
Aw,
He
he looks
is
like a gizmo.
the middle fat cat. He is only 15 pounds as of our last met.
Only 15?
Pickles just hit 21.
Really? Wow.
We have special diet food for him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my cats are like 9 pounds and like
Oh,
5.72.
Yeah, Izzy is 8, so
Wow. Izzy
Noodles is
must feel
little.
tiny.
The 8-pound cat is the bully of the house. The 12-year-old 8-pound cat is the bully of the house.
Which is like 14 pounds, but that's normal for a Maine Coon.
Wait, didn't you get them all? I thought you got them all as kittens, like you just found them.
Izzy was about a year. She was freezing to death behind my parents' house because the people who were feeding her outside were in Austria.
Oh.
And then, yeah, these two were found in a box on the side of the road.
Oh, okay.
Trying to find a map that has my tokens that I need. And apparently I didn't name it appropriately. Oh, apparently I somehow magically deleted the map, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not here. Yep, nope, can't find it. In fact, even like the map that I'd put together in that you guys were in the altar room,
Mm-hmm.
gone.
Oh. What happened?
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
I'm where?
Clearly, her father did some extra work.
Yeah, because that map doesn't even add up to where it should be.
Mm.
Oh, Farfig Newton. Alright, well, I'll just make do with it. Just get random human tokens.
Cool.
That is not what I wanted, you weirdo. Oh, those tokens will not do. That one's acceptable. Okay. Get my notes opened. Behind Nyack, a portal opens,
Uh-oh.
and
Burn it.
four people,
Aw.
in green cloaks appear behind you.
Are these familiar cloaked people?
Their cloaks are currently about their body and their face, with their hoods up. So you'll have to get much closer to be able to determine if they are familiar.
I'll let others worry about it. I'm busy.
Anybody else concerned about the four cloaked figures that just appeared on the beach?
I am staring at Shadow Figure. If they're still there.
I'm figuring out what my character will be doing. Have the four cloak figures like appeared in my eye line, or are they behind me, or?
They appeared behind Nyack.
I wouldn't have noticed them. I'm probably just counting my lucky stars to have gotten out of the cave-in, and just checking on the people who've kind of crawled out.
I take a... I turn around and see him.
Hold on, let me mute.
I turn around and see him. And I wave. And then, like, I slowly walk backward. And elbow Dante.
What?
That way.
I take his, like, wing that he's pointing, and I point it up towards the shadowy figure.
I have regular arms that I point with.
Yep.
Wait,
But the wings are what are probably higher.
you have arms and wings?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought your hands were like at the end of your wings, basically.
No, Alan
Their
are like,
muscles have a little-
they're basically like small, feathery humanoids.
Mhm.
2 arms, 2 legs. They have like claws, but 2 arms, 2 legs, and then wings separate from all that.
Most of the
Then,
wing
yeah,
races
I'll-
they've
I'll-
done that way.
Take
Okay.
your where you're pointing, and I point it up.
Okay, but those 4 are closer.
We're being watched.
Why, yes, you are.
We have visitors like 20 feet away.
So which of them were the ones who collapsed the roof on us?
That one.
A familiar voice amidst the cloaked figures. We're probably closer, like 30 feet away. Maybe 40, depending on the size of your foot. And you're not wrong, our scaled friend.
Thank you for coming.
I'd like to say it was our pleasure, but honestly, none of this has been a pleasure. Not you guys, just this war. And he starts to like shake off his cloak a little bit, and you actually see like, so those of you who are I'm gonna say in tune with magic, would actually see almost like sparkles come off their cloak. Not like glitter, just like they do like they do one of these.
Oh, he's a
And
vampire
it just like
magic user.
they just like shake off and pull their hoods back. The whole war has been tasteless, and well, some battles are enjoyable. This is not one of them. So, there was a sense of urgency in reaching out. We would have been here sooner, but jumped by wormlings. What can we do for you?
Well, we were going to stage a counterattack, and then our safe haven was disrupted.
Haven.
Collapsed upon us.
I'm guessing, and he points towards the cave entrance, that was the safe haven?
It was. Once.
I see.
I'm sorry for not addressing you specifically. I don't want to lose sight.
You're fine. I probably wouldn't take my eyes off of that one either, but at some point you're going to blink and that they will be gone. Unfortunately. We've been tracking them for some time. Those of us in the Viridian Order.
We have a vague agreement with some dragons that do not like the way things are, or are willing to strike against their own.
Okay. I find that fascinating.
I believe the captain, and I like describe him to my left, is keenly aware of them. In fact, he was critical to it.
When you look to your left, you notice that the captain is helping dress wounds on some of those who had a hard time getting out of there. And all you do is like glance and look back, and the figure is gone.
Okay. At that point, I'll kind of bark, "Someone keep an eye on the sky," and I'll turn to walk towards whoever was talking, I guess. Sure.
The one you approach is Viral. Does anybody actually keep an eye on the sky, or is everybody like, "Yep, okay," and you guys kind of ignore it?
I'm assuming that there are enough people needing bandages and stuff that I'll be doing that for a while.
Olive's going up the cliff.
Helping with that.
Of course, Olive's going up the cliff.
What were you doing again?
Going up the cliff.
What is Olive's climb speed?
Half of my regular move, which would be...
Well, you can walk on walls.
I was gonna say, my climb would be 25 feet, but I can just go move 55 feet and then grab on to climb, and then move another 55 feet.
Monks can walk on walls.
Okay. So, and this is why I was gonna say something. As soon as you go vertical, each of those squares, one square is 2 squares.
Okay.
So just be aware of that. What does Nyack want to say?
I am flying up alongside Olive as long as Olive slows down a bit for me to keep up with him. If not, I'll follow him at whatever pace I can maintain.
Well, it's effectively difficult terrain for him, so it'll be right on par.
Pretty darn close. Alright. Okay. Just be sure to move to Nyack's token.
Olive's not going straight up either. Like, Olive's like aiming towards available places to grab onto, like there's a scrub poking out from the wall and stuff like that.
Right.
Grab on there and then move again.
So while Dante is talking to Viral, this young lady here, everything's so slow. This lady here has walked over and begun bandaging as well, taking notice of the injured amongst the group. So what is your plan at this point? As Vero looks to Dante, have you figured out which layer is the one to attack?
We knew what we were going to attack, not what attacked us.
Okay, enlighten me.
We knew of quite the den in Vinla of crystal dragons.
Crystal dragons are not to blame. They're not innocent, but they're definitely not going to get you to the head of the dilemma, if that's what you're seeking.
Then it appears I'm the one that needs to listen. I'd love to hear what you have to say then.
So, our sources speak of one called the Dragon King. And our sources speak of one called Kambar. Are they the same? I have no idea. Have not gotten far enough to figure it out.
Can you
As
spell
it's-
that, please? Sorry.
Which one?
Handbar?
Kambar.
Handbar?
Oops, it helps if I can actually spell it. There we go. Kambar.
Thank
Yes, candy bar.
Tan bark.
Canbark. I'll accept all versions.
Jumanji
Alrighty.
Costco, let's go.
So Cambar has been issued the title of the Enduring. Don't know exactly what they're enduring. It seems we are the ones enduring them. So we don't know if Cambar is the Dragon King or not, but both seem to be playing a very effective role in manipulating the dragon hordes into war. For their cause, it does seem. And
What do you know of the existence of chromatic dragons?
what you should know is that they're a myth.
Well then, it seems there's a lot either of us do not know. I
know.
can verify that they are very real.
Yes, I figured the moment you asked.
And they do not want to be bothered, but they are willing to lay down to stop what is happening so they can continue to just live on their own.
Yes. So, present sources tell us that in the northwest, in Dresda, there is a lair for silver dragons. My resources have informed me that specifically it has been the same brood of silver dragons for as long as we can remember, which means they are unrivaled. We have also been informed there is a brood of copper dragons. They appear to be taking up their, we'll say residence? Seems to be the best term for it, because it's certainly not a lair. In Etsu, on
Yes,
the
I am
eastern shore.
aware of them.
Forgot. I do apologize. Didn't know how connected you were with your kin.
Lineage, please.
I like that term. That said, it has been spotted that there is a singular gold dragon amongst that copper brood. Rumors say that it is a great worm. We have not made our way there to see it directly. It is on our plans to make it there, but we have not, as of yet, made our arrival to Etsu to confirm the sighting of this great worm. That said, honestly, if the existence of this great worm is truth, that leads us to believe that that is the one that they are calling the King of the Dragons, or Dragon King, or whatever they've decided to term it. The leader of their den of vipers. And if that's truth, then the head of the silver brood would be the one that would be second in command, if you would. We only know this because we have seen the silver dragons going back and forth to and from that shore across the waters.
Out of character really fast.
Yep.
Where was the silver brood? It started with a D.
Dresda.
Dresda. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, yes, the Dresden Files. Like,
Dresda.
to continue your analogy, our desire is to cut off the head of the snake, so to speak. With such overwhelming force that it would be unthinkable to retaliate.
My concern is if we killed their king, and the second in command is still of the same mindset and possibly similar power, we haven't exactly impacted their numbers.
And let me readjust my statement to say that we eliminate that entire brood, that entire bloodline.
That would not be a bad idea. So,
Let men live in their nightmares once.
So, here is my proposal, if you guys are willing. If you're interested in sort of joining forces, the Viridian Order is willing to head to Etsu. In fact, we were specifically given orders to go there anyway, which if the King of Dragons is there, we will have no problem addressing and eliminating them to the best of our abilities. That said, if we split our forces, we are less likely to see accomplishment. However, if our forces, being the Viridian Order, go one direction, and your forces go another, we could potentially, what is the phrasing? 2 birds, 1 stone?
Succeed separately, or we all fail catastrophically.
You're not wrong, but if you've created such an alliance that in that you can have dragons assist you, you should at least be guaranteed to succeed.
We have just been disrupted in our attempts to contact them to start our plan with them.
I see.
As you can see, pointing up,
Mm-hmm.
efforts are in place.
Well, I don't know where they're going, and he kind of points semi-directly at Olive and Nyack, or who they're looking for. but I think the one that you're currently interested in looking for is coming around that corner over there. And he points to his right, and when you glance in that direction, you see Zebra walking along the beach, coming around the corner of the rock.
Ah,
Sorry, I do tend to have eyes everywhere.
that is quite a gift. One that I very much appreciate.
Don't sell your soul for it, it's not worth it.
Noted. And I will just wait for her to approach.
And she doesn't rush over, but she does walk straight over, and she has this very delicate smile on her face. Think like Mona Lisa's smile, like a very dainty, half there smile. I see you have made acquaintances.
It is good to see you again. And it is a shame that we have to see each other under these circumstances.
These are the best circumstances, considering there's a war going on.
We were collaborating.
These are good people to collaborate with.
My apologies, the introduction.
Oh, don't even bother. It's fine. I've known Cambry and Leon since they were, I don't know. Is apprentice still a thing? Or do you guys just go by students now? And she says that, and you see like Cambry and Leon furrow their brow, like, dang it. And Veryl, the one that you're speaking with, just kind of half chuckles. Looks over to her. It is good to see you again, Zebra. She smiles and nods.
I suppose the secret is out. I would apologize for ruining the surprise, but circumstances.
We have helped. I shouldn't say we. It has been a very select few of us. About 7, I do believe, in the order, have helped keep Zebra's secret safe. In fact, we're known for spreading most of the rumors that the Isle is haunted. It's worked wonderfully.
And we would have got away with it if it weren't for those pesky kids.
So let me catch you up then. And I kind of relay what we've just been discussing.
I see. Well, the unfortunate news is that the brood is split. The entire brood will not join the fray. The good news is that the brood is split, and at least half of them will join. So, the good news is we will have some. We will not have all. Which kind of does benefit, because some need to stay with the younglings. They are not ready for what is to come.
Do you
So-
fear of what will happen if the one half does not return?
I have given directions in the event that myself or the others, or both, do not return. And I have actually required my eldest son to stay behind, to take lead in the event that I do not return, much to his dismay. He would much rather be in the skies and fighting. Teenagers.
As I was just telling our guests, our victory needs to be decisive and overwhelming.
Well, where did you have in mind that we be attacking?
This is a player geography question. Like, which is closer? Is it Etsu or Dresda? Without having like the map in front of me.
They're almost equidistant.
Okay.
I present to you the map.
If we were going to teleport, would it really matter what the geographic distance was?
So,
I
'cause
think
you guys-
the dragons, and if they're able to do that.
So Etsu is way over here,
Yeah.
and Dresda's up here, and you guys are down here.
Yep.
So, like, literally the other ends of the planet.
Yeah.
Continuing out of character, so mechanically, meta stuff, if the big guy is, and this is assuming the DM hasn't changed core features, it'd be better for us to go after the gold dragon as a fire breather now that we have fire resistance instead of silver. What that means for whether we are directing the dragons to go with the Viridian Order, Viridian Path people, or us, to be determined, but I'll be willing to hear other opinions on that, though I think that at the very least, I would say it's pretty solid for us to go after the gold one.
Oh, I was gonna say we could have a conversation since the Viridian Path seem to be in general more knowledgeable about the various dragons.
That's fair. Then I'll yell over to Beryl. Come back now.
When
You're awful
Ollie was
yappy,
not-
dragon. I finish bandaging the person I'm working on and then walk over.
Ollie, was your reasoning and logic then in or out of character?
That was out of character. I was responding to his out of characters rather
Okay.
than making an assumption. We could have a conversation with the Viridian Path since they
Alright, yeah.
seem to know more than we do.
Yeah, I thought you were making it in character because otherwise I would have nodded and agreed. That's why I was just checking.
So if people gather, that's what I'll kind of lay out then is I feel that we should go for the head.
Mike and Olive, I
eyes.
think, are still 200 feet up the cliff.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nyack and Oliver
I kept
still
nudging
on
it up
their
as we- the
adventure,
conversation-
but the rest of us can be there.
To ensure that Nyack and Olive are present, there is a white-ish dragon that appears on the ledge nearby you. The scales are opalescent. And it's younger. It's not like, and it's not threatening. It just lands and tilts its head and looks at you, and then looks at the ground and looks at you. And then tilts its head again.
Oh, looks around at Diane goes, is that what we're up here looking for?
It curls its mouth in like weird formations, attempting to make human sounds, failing miserably. And you get the sudden notion that it wants to race you down.
Really? Olive just kicks off from the cliff.
And it jumps and like dives right behind you.
I kind of just rolls backward and goes into a dive.
I'll try to aim for a spot where there isn't anybody.
I was
I'm
gonna
sure
say,
that would be appreciated.
Olive probably doesn't have to do anything to stop his fall and all. The dragon might.
I'm just imagining.
That's how I win.
I'm just imagining though, like he like at the last second spreads out into like a tiny like self parachute.
I've been debating between that and just going splat and then just recombining.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. As you guys get close to the bottom, the dragon does spread its wings to slow its descent. Those of you on the ground see this blob known as your friend Olive just plummeting towards you. With a
incoming.
And you see, oh, here they come.
And the dragon slowly descends and lands not far from you guys. I'll just throw a token down because why not?
You can roll damage if you want.
Eh.
It's like 20d6.
Sure. And how much of that are you actually going to take?
Probably 0. For the exact amount here.
Hold on. No, just so we can know how much damage that would have been.
It's like 5 times your monk level, I think.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What is it? You said it's 20d6?
Yeah.
It caps out at 20d6 for falling damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Hold on, let me gather up a bunch of d6.
I wish I could see all 20 die roll.
Here they go. Still can watch.
There's a way that
Roll
you
that
can make
purple.
it public.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do roll to
That
everyone.
was super annoying because like when we were doing our one shot when I was leading it, that's all I wanted to do was just roll out like in public, but you can't like without taking the extra step. It's annoying.
All right, let's see if this works. Oh crud. Okay, there we go.
Here it goes.
It's thinking. This is where we crash virtual tabletop.
I know.
80. That's kind of a letdown.
Conveniently,
for
I
20?
Conveniently, I ignore the first 80 points of damage.
How
Wow.
convenient. Hold on, let me see if I can see a breakdown of what I actually rolled.
I know. It's
No.
like, yeah.
No, it's very anticlimactic. You don't get to break
You
it down
can
or nothing.
you can hover over the custom roll.
There we go. That's hold on.
It's actually pretty average.
Oh, yes.
It's a little over average, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's only 3 1s.
And there are a lot of 4, 5s, and 6s.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
there are 4 6s, so yeah. Okay.
There we go. Slightly above average. If one of those 1s had been a 2, you would have taken 1 point of damage.
Oh man.
Man. That's okay.
That's when
That's
he
worth it to win a
pops
race.
up and be like, ow, my toe.
I'm fine.
Landed on a pebble.
My phalange.
Ow, that's where my tattoo is.
This
How
bird
did
that I
the-
picked up in the air is really killing my back.
I was gonna say, how did our plasmoid get tattooed? That had to be a weird process.
2 tattoos, actually.
Ah.
Sort of.
Oh.
If we count the new brand thing as a tattoo.
Yeah, that's what I'm counting as
Mhm.
yeah, the brand. is a
Wait, you
tattoo.
already had a tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was my one magic item, was an Eldritch tattoo.
Ah.
Which is
And
why I
now-
start getting weird and throwing out hugely long
Because
pseudopods and
unarmed
glowing green.
strike
I
things.
see. Okay.
So the dragon lands behind Zebra and gives out the weirdest, you would guess, chuckle. Again, the mouth does not form to make these noises, and Zebra laughs, and you actually notice her laugh is very melodic. Well, I do see that my daughter has brought everybody together in only the way that she can.
So I gestured towards the Viridian path order. Is it order or path?
The
Order of the Viridian Path.
Order of the
Yep,
Viridian.
I'm really good at
Both.
including all the things.
They accept all of the above. It's fine.
Yep. I believe they will go to Dresda. If I can assume, you'll forgive my prideful nature for wanting to go to the tippy top myself.
Tippy top. What?
The tippy top myself.
And this
Meaning,
is-
like, I want to go after the big bad, like,
Oh.
Veril turns and looks to you and says, I don't mind, but it's not my place to determine where the order goes. There was several that are higher than me yet, and they have ordered us to Etsu.
and they will be massacred, and it will be all the better.
What?
The dragons.
Oh.
That's what we are talking about.
But they said this person, Dante, you're talking to this person, and they said they were ordered, and then you said they will be massacred, which automatically
They
refers
were
to
ordered
the
to
last thing.
Etsu, where
Yes.
the inhabitants of Etsu,
But they
the
didn't
dragons, will
say
be
that.
massacred.
That's not how language works, Dante. It's not how language works. But they referred to the last thing that was said, which was the Viridian Path.
That is not how Draconic works.
Well, I mean, anyways.
Lithy comes over and she's like, I wish I had a snack for this. These guys are entertaining.
So where are we going then? We're not going to Etsu. We're going.
Yes, Etsu.
Well, I thought they were going to Etsu.
I am going to Etsu.
Okay.
Do we really have a reason to go to Dresda specifically? Can't we just hit Etsu real hard and then play
In
cleanup?
hopes of I do not know medicine much, but if you have 2 critical wounds, you triage and take care of the worst one. The other might still cause fatality, but the idea is if you can somehow handle both, then you will be able to accomplish what you want. But, well, perhaps if we overwhelm in such numbers and such decisive victory that they will just stay in their hidey hole, where we will be able to plan and keep them there until we are ready to finish this.
The alchemist always told me never half-ass 2 things. Whole-ass 1 thing.
Do you have an ass, Olive? Can you ask anything?
little new Lord of the Alchemist proceeds.
I have to make note of that. I can't.
Well, there we go.
Oh. Oh my gosh. The concern is now if we all go to Etsu, we are leaving the Silver Brood open to go into hiding.
It's not possible to go, everybody attack this one, and then immediately get over to the other one to attack them.
What would stop them from immediately evacuating?
How would they know it's happening in Etsu?
Sebra looks over. They have access to the same magic you do. Some more so. Sending stones are just as available to them as they are to others. And unfortunately, there are elf and human sympathizers that do want to see them go into rule.
Yes, I'm aware of these.
Some of them have access to this type of magic as well. So it would be possible for a lookout of sorts to be in charge of sending stones to notify others that there is an attack.
Then the question is, I'm sorry, is this Sebra talking or is this...
That was Sebra.
Then, Cambry, why do we not inform your superiors who seem to be barking orders at you?
You're talking to my superior. Cambry points to Varel.
You said you had a superior that directed you to Etsu.
And Varel looks at you. I did. I do. Would you really
Then-
like to meet him?
Yes.
It seems as if it might be a great idea before we all die. Because of simply bad communication.
Talking about bad communication. What? Sorry. All I heard was bad communication. I was like,
It's okay. I got most of it.
oh, good.
Luckily, that's where
That's where you.
So, the how much do you know about the Order of the Viridian Path?
You guys do.
our 1 to 2 interactions.
Okay. We enter into contractual obligation with the Order the moment you join. Instant. My contractual obligation is to the head magistrate. Cambry is in contractual obligation with me. So we have hierarchy, if you will. There are 14 magistrates. We are down to 7. We have lost 7 in the war. The head magistrate, of those we have 3. There have always been 3. The head magistrate is who I am in contract with. Usually just refer to him as Lord Venra. So when he arrives, that's how I will introduce him to you. I would love to tell you more, but I am legally bound that I cannot. More so blood bound that I cannot. And he takes his left hand and he holds it up as a fist. And you see him just kind of just slowly open his hand. And his eyes turn white. And there's like silence. Like eerie silence. And he closes his hand and the color returns to his eyes. Lord Venra will be here shortly. And he is extremely somber. Like, all small talk, everything is gone. He's very straightforward. You also notice that Leon and Cambry are slowly stepping away. Lithy has taken a bag of what appears to be pistachios out and is breaking the shell and eating them like she's watching a television show or something. Like she's just chill. I need another token.
Cease. Just quickly check your DMs when you've a second, please.
Copy that. Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to bail early. I'm still knackered from post show at the moment.
There's no session next week.
I'm not in the country next week or the week after.
Okay. We will. My goal, total transparency. Let me pull my calendar real quick to confirm before I open mouth and insert foot.
You want it to be done by the end of next month.
I'm honestly hoping we'll be done by the end of the 27th.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Just so you're aware.
Yeah, I will be back. I come back into the country on the 1st, so I'll be back for the game on the 3rd.
Okay.
All right. Apologies, folks, but I'm still absolutely shattered after performance last week, so I will catch you all soon. All right, good night.
With that, a portal opens and closes just behind Veryl's left. And like as he was waiting for the portal, his hood goes up. You notice Leon and Cambry, their hoods go up. Livy is oblivious. She's popping pistachio, like breaking shells and eating pistachios. She does not care. And an older gentleman comes into view. Steps out of the portal.
Are they already on the map? Can you ping them? I didn't pay attention to.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Why have I been summoned?
A pleasant day to you. My name is Dante, and I am the chosen of the gods to help eliminate the dragon threat. And we
Wonderful.
intend to just do that. Present, we have the greatest force that there ever has been mounted towards our threat. And I believe we need to take advantage of that.
Well, we are sending our forces to Etsu in the hopes to take down one of the largest broods out there.
That is the question. Do we all go to Etsu to eliminate it in overwhelming force, or split our efforts?
Well,
And I make the assumption that you have met our unlikely ally. To my left is a soul named Zebra.
well, considering the dragon standing behind her, I'm going to assume she is the broodmother.
Speak for herself, but I think it's a great place to start.
So if if I understand the current dilemma from what Veril has been telling me, you are also wanting to go to Etsu. Instead of splitting forces and attacking 2 locations at once, you're wanting to attack 1 location with all of the forces and overwhelm them?
That was my idea, actually, but I think he wants to split 2, but he wants you guys to go to the other one and we go to Etsu, I think. Is that right, Dante?
I am open to suggestion, but I have a very personal, and again, I like gesture to myself, investment into Etsu.
I see this. Your past does not go unnoted. Do forgive me when my
Call it pride or vengeance, even. You can't outgrow everything.
well, my when my students first encountered you with the solar dragon, I believe it was.
It was.
I did take the time to do a little research on you. I didn't share it with them because I didn't feel it was their pay grade, but it is important that we do know our allies well enough to ensure that we can trust them and to understand where their passions are. So I do respect your passion for this. And at this time, I don't see any issue in diverting forces rephrase that. I don't see an issue in combining forces to go to Etsu. I do raise concern that Dresda going unchallenged could become one of 2 things. Either a stronghold that we are now facing off against multiple broods of dragons, or it becomes a ghost town and they go into hiding. The fact that it would maintain status quo after a huge hit on Etsu while the Dragon King is in place, would be unheard of. We wouldn't. There's no way that it would not go unaltered, unchanged in any way. It would not maintain status quo for that. So we know we can anticipate if the Dragon King is still in Etsu when we arrive, we can anticipate the Silver Brood will do one of those 2 things, which we don't know. We do know that we have now confirmed that his second in command is there. So
Ultimately, my thought is to guarantee success instead of splitting and hoping.
I can appreciate that. There is a part of me that's hoping that the king has arrived at Etsu for a meeting. There is a chance. The difficult part is in Etsu, it is hard to tell dragon kind from dragon, and even human from dragon. So, it is important that some way of identifying friend from foe be put into place before arrival. I surely do not want to have one of my we'll say students accidentally open fire on any of you, for example, because not all of my students have met you. So that in itself now presents a dilemma. How will the rest of the order know you, all of you, in fact, from foe? And even in gesturing to all of you guys, he also gestures to Zebra and the dragon.
At least for those of us who are of humanoid nature, you say it's best to combine our forces. Well, why not make it official?
Are you sure that's what you want?
I want the elimination of the dragons, no matter what that means.
I see. And this is getting a little excited.
Mhm.
Just a little.
I'm not doing this on purpose or anything.
Uh-huh. Varel looks over at you. Do you remember what I said?
That is-
Obligation.
Wait, does that mean there's like a compulsion to it? Like you don't have a choice to disobey?
Correct. And he looks like he wants to say more, but he physically cannot.
My purpose at this point, this stage in life, revolves around one thing. We all have a choice, but there are a lot of forces that make it seem like we don't.
Ah, Kiri. Well, but from the sound of this, Dante, is if you do it, then they could order you to Vinla, and you would have no choice but to go to Vinla rather than fighting in this fight, basically. Not saying they would, but I'm just saying, you know, you're giving over choice of what to do to them entirely.
You'll forgive me, though I am used to giving orders. I'm very astute to the idea of receiving orders. Now, that is me. That is not everyone. I will not make that decision for you, though I suggest you follow along.
He smiles gently at all of you. Here is what I will do. I will present you with a contract of your own. And you may make the decision amongst yourselves. Understand, you cannot talk about your contract. You can just talk about whether or not you want to, the emotions you have connected after reading through the contract. However, the contract itself and any terms therein, you cannot discuss.
Even with others under the same contract.
Even with others under the same contract.
Show me.
Let me share this! There you go.
I need access.
I fix it.
I think you have to do a new link.
Yeah, it needs a new link.
Hold on. Is it gold on?
Wait, are we starting a union for the Order of the Viridian Path already?
No, I think we're giving up our right to have a union.
Well, you're not wrong. There you go. That should work. The link is identical.
Some of us had access to the first version.
I know.
Does agreeing to this technically make us warlocks?
No.
This guy's our patron.
No.
Seems like it.
It does. And this is like I'm only giving you guys the cover page because I never finished it.
I had the same question. I was like, what is Article 1, Section 1? Can I see that? No.
Not done. Still not done.
First, they have to define death.
Specifically, where death is permanent.
Yeah, not the, like, oh, I died, time to raise him. Oh, time to circumvent that.
Yeah, I know. Permanent.
Gee, why was Reese so cagey about the contract they seem to have signed?
So
Reese was not intentionally being a dick.
Reese, that was his name.
Yeah, because there's a lot of parts. Like, there's parts in here. Actually, I think it's under the confidential information paragraph, where like you go to talk about it and your brain cannot remember any of it.
It's almost like Northern Goblin's name.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, you stop trying to talk about it and you remember all of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You just physically cannot
Mhm.
articulate any of it.
So he hands us a physical piece of paper or what?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Each of us or just one?
Nope, you each get your own. So like he just snaps his fingers, boom. There's a floating piece of paper in front of you that you could read through. In that square has his thumbprint in blood and his signature.
I take my finger and I bite the end off.
Ugh. Mhm.
And if I need to take damage, I will. That's fine. But put it there and just swipe effectively.
And you actually see, so like the minute you make contact with it, your like what your signature normally looks like when you sign stuff just appears with your blood print. Like perfectly.
Just like staring in horror at Dante.
I'm trying to figure out if Olive bleeds.
I have internal goo. I was about to say, like, Olive pulls out the dagger that they've got stuck somewhere in them, and just pricks the pseudopod and slaps it down.
For some reason, I thought for sure Olive wouldn't want to do it. Because you
But
seem to
Yeah,
Endless
the
want to
whole
be
free will
free.
thing.
There's a
I
very
know.
key reason. It treats Olive as a person and gives
Oh,
them the option of opting in. That's
Yeah.
what's key to Olive right here.
right. But once
Hmm.
you opt in, then you have no other choices.
No, I have
He's-
the choices that Olive made to
Oh,
dedicate himself to this.
Olive's like, power? Yes, please!
But not just that, it was his choice
That's true.
as an equal.
And like, yeah, I'm treated the same as any other disciple. Am I still going to try and buck the trend through everything? Probably a little bit.
Nyack turns and looks at Beryl. Are we actually gonna do this?
I mean, I don't know about
Right.
you. I'm not good at being done what I'm told.
Try dragging me back to the quorum now.
uh,
Endis, if you don't have inspiration, please take it.
Just wait until he finds out the quorum's secretly a part of this group. I say that to Nyack.
Nyack will look at the guy that handed out all the papers and say, so if we all agree to this, will we all stay together?
I see no reason in separating you. I mean, Leon and Cambry are brothers and requested to stay together for reasons I don't know. And they've been together, well, Vera, how long have they been following you around? Like 100 years. It's been a while. So again, he looks to you guys. If you choose to stay together, you can. We don't affect who you travel with. We can affect when you travel
Or where?
or how you get there. There are... Go ahead.
I was gonna say if we don't all sign it, then we wouldn't be able to stay together necessarily, because then they might go to special secret places.
You are correct. There may be days, many fights in fact, where the two that have signed already may get called away. And I'll be honest, it could be at the most inopportune time for you. We try not to do that, but we cannot control the war on our front doors.
We were chosen for this. This war. Taking advantage of every opportunity to gain foothold against our enemies is wise.
Well, if we're going to do this, I need somebody to lend me a weapon, because my daggers, I take out one and like slash at my arm. Leave no marks.
Give me your arm.
Just hurt feelings.
Not my whole arm, just like prick my finger. Jesus.
Give me your hand.
So you can lop
And
off the tip of the finger.
No, I don't have. I might have it.
Lop off her finger.
This will be fine. And again, claw, so it's not like a super fine thing. It like
I thought you were
totally
gonna say
rips
you bit
at
me.
your finger pad.
Okay. All right.
I was totally waiting for him to bite your finger. I'm not
That's
gonna
what
lie.
I was expecting. Yeah.
Nyack sighs very deeply and then kind of rummages around on his chest and finds a feather and yanks it and uses the blood on the tip of on the base of the feather to mark his.
Well, at least we'll be able to distinguish friend from foe. And you notice after you've signed that the members of the order that are there with you, you can actually see like a green aura around them. It's not like super huge or super bright, but like it's like a faint green shadow almost that surrounds them. He looks to Zebra. I'm not even going to offer. Because we're not that dumb. But we do need a way of finding your kind separate from the others. And she smiles and like runs her hands through her hair, and her hair turns this like silvery white. This is not a naturally occurring color. You will know us by our hair. He accepts that. Looks to everybody. Find shelter and rest for the night.
I just like look around. I'm like,
Here's that we will be just staying right here unless you have another alternative.
I hear the elementals at the tree up overhead have good manners. Unfortunately, we don't control where you are and what you do when we don't need you. But tomorrow we will summon you.
okay.
How long did it take us to get there? Was it a day to get up there?
It's like two
took
or
multiple
three.
days. Yeah.
Oh,
But-
okay.
I do know an amazing owl that can teleport.
Yeah, I can technically do that, and if we really want or need a rest, I have a super special 8th level spell that can do things for
Ooh.
a while.
Well,
It
that's
is
for
very
an 8th
safe.
level spell.
If
In
we're
fact,
gonna, if we're gonna get a long rest anyway, you'll get the spell slot back.
No.
well, the problem is I'd need to use the 8th level spell to get us out of this safe place too.
Mm,
Oh,
okay, so it would
Which
be
is
like
also, I mean,
twice.
realistically, it's fine.
so like demi-plane or something like that.
If we're gonna have a rest, I have my 7th and 8th available.
We also have tiny hut capacity, don't we?
That's not really long rest material, but
Oh, that's true.
So, here's what I will tell you guys. As the DM, if you go back to the fire elementals, you will be able to get a long rest. If you stay here on the beach, you will not get a long rest. That's because basically they'll keep watch while
Yeah.
you guys rest, so you guys can be safe.
the other alternative is that I burn an 8th level spell on a day where we're doing the last thing. Because demi-plane, like, no one's gonna get into my demi-plane. That's the
Yeah.
way
Right.
it works.
Right.
Rather not burn more spells than we need to, going into who knows what.
Yeah.
So, and I do want you guys to get a long rest because you guys did burn a lot
Mhm.
getting out of that tunnel. So,
Yeah, I mean, I can burn my 8th level to get us to the fire elementals unless Syl has something already.
so with that, Venra nods his head at all of you, looks to Veryl, who you guys have been chatting with, and smiles and says, "Meet your new equals." And Veryl, like, groans under his breath. And this whole time, Lithy is still just eating. So you just hear her, like, popping shells and crunch, and popping shells and crunch, and there's, like, this small mound of pistachio shells at her feet. Like, she's just there. And nobody said anything about her behavior, nothing. Well, you will hear from me in the morning. Good day. And he's gone.
I can't wait.
I'm just kind of like giving you side eye glare.
So, to the tree, then. I suppose I could do something unless, Nyack, you are able.
Yeah, we can kumbaya up, and I can Magic-y woohoo us there.
I don't... What did you just say?
It was very technical.
Very, very technical.
Can you you can transport us there, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Magical woohoo. Magical wee?
Please tell me like you're like magical wee and you're gone.
No.
Is it is teleportation magic, yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Magical wee.
Wee!
See, Olive gets it.
I did too. I said we.
I'm sorry. Common
Pharaoh
was
gets
not
it.
Common was not my first language. Just please, we us off.
No, don't say it like that. That means something completely different.
What do you mean it's different?
You can't just say you're gonna wee someone off, dude.
Then what does that
Ask
mean?
somebody to wee you off. You can't do that either.
Even the ball of jelly knows that.
This language is stupid. I hate it. I said that correctly. Hate? That is a word you know?
Yes.
Ugh.
Ah. My
Alright, everybody kind of huddle up, getting close. And he starts casting, and at the last second, just before the spell goes off, he says, "Unfortunately, there's not a teleportation circle, and I don't have an item from there." And then the spell goes off.
Let's roll some dice and see if we ruined the entire campaign.
Again.
Hey, in case we didn't want to go to Dresda, we're going to Dresda,
This is
y'all.
a perfect time for a 0-0. You are in another plane.
The plane of dragons.
Up, nope. 87.
That mean.
So we arrive where we intended.
Yay!
Less than a 25. Let's see. 1 to 5 would have been total mishap.
Mm-hmm.
6 to 13 would have been somewhere similar to the tree, but not the tree. And 14 to 24 would have been near the area, but away.
Middle of a forest fire.
There's just randomly a forest fire somewhere. And we're in the middle.
They happen naturally. There was a lightning strike, and now it's a raging forest fire somewhere.
True.
The mishap fires and it sends us all back home. Or it sends us all to our previous incarnations planes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Except this group, we are, previous incarnation. I was like, we were all born here.
Yeah.
Just imagining
Or are from
Olive
here.
showing up in like,
A test tube.
wasn't he around? Wasn't Reese around Sword Coast or something?
Yeah, it was around Baldur's Gate. Silver Halls were one of the Baldur's Gate noble groups. I think it was Baldur's Gate. It was only Waterdeep. I can't remember now.
So you guys pop in at the tree, and little one is there, and he's like, oh, "Flesh friends! Didn't think I'd see you again, but you back."
Surprise.
It is. It's a good surprise. Oh, so happy to see you. Would hug, but would burn, and don't want to hurt.
And
High five?
you just hear Nyack under his breath. Oh, thank God.
Forge Caller will be so happy to see friends back.
Well, we should go. Oh wait, I don't know what they're saying. I forgot. Never mind.
Yes, we have news for them.
Forge Caller likes news. It's good news, right? It's not bad news. Bad news hard to take. Forge Caller breaks things.
Could be both.
Good news
Okay.
for some people, bad news for others. Probably good news for Color.
We'll hide Hammer just in case.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, we'll hide Hammer. If it's bad, I don't want to be around when he strikes Hammer. Hammer's big.
It's bad for the dragons.
This is good. I know dragon's bad. Dragon's mean. They yell real loud too. Hurts ears.
We are going to make dragons go away if we can.
Forge Caller would support this. So I support this.
Nyak's just kind of looking at the ground. Nyak's looking at the ground and he goes, Fire elementals have ears?
We'll have to hear somehow. How else hear? But the
I mean, your ears are made of meat. Their ears are made of fire.
Ember. Let core. Ever burning is so nice.
We are hoping to stay here tonight.
Absolutely.
But we will be leaving tomorrow for the dragons to stop them.
Oh, then we will make feast. We'll find deer. There were deer. We'll make deer. We'll feed friends, so you're not hungry when you fight.
Good.
He said, come, quick, go to Forge Caller, so then I can go find deer. You like deer?
Sure.
Have antlers, 4 legs.
Yeah, yes, no, we know deer.
Okay, I'm making sure it's right, because some words don't make sense.
Yes, I understand.
And he walks you guys over to Forge Caller. There's some hissing in there too. Crackle, crackle, hiss. Hi, what? So Forge Caller's happy, like, I'm gonna say as happy as Forge Caller can be in seeing you guys. He does give you guys a place that is semi-comfortable. Hi, don't lick me. There is beds and, like, it almost looks like a hut that used to be in use, but was evacuated when the fire started. So he set you guys up with that. Little one does in fact come back with something, but it is not a deer. Yes, Nyack.
Just out of curiosity, who all is here right now? Like, did we leave Valdrieth to die?
She's still in the cave.
And did Gloomwalker come with us?
I mean, at the very least, I was not able to actually. She was too far out of my scatter range, so I don't know what would have happened in the cave, honestly.
be determined. In sincerity, we'll see who shows up for the next session and what happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
So. What time is it? Okay. So. Oh, what did he bring back? Well.
Saw gator rhino. I like the escalation.
What did he bring back? That is a good question.
Ash panda.
Trying to remember if it's in 5e or if I'm thinking something else. There used to be like a rabbit with antlers.
A jackalope?
Is that what it is?
That's in like urban legend in Earth.
No. No, there used to be, and it may not have been a rabbit, it may have been something else. But there was something that wasn't.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was in Tomb of Annihilation.
What?
Damn it. What was it?
I don't know. We'll say that's what he ended up bringing back. I don't know, whatever that was. Sure.
Describe it.
Hold on, I'll find it. It starts with an A.
Antelope.
No.
It is an Almirage. It has a unicorn horn, but it's a bunny.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. That is what he comes back with.
Cool. I've never had a whatever mutz it is this before.
Curd is tasty. Not my flavor. Unless burnt. Burnt is good. And when he comes back with it, the fur is all but completely burnt off.
Well, at least it's already cooked.
Most done. Most done.
Oh, they're so cute.
Well, not the one he brought back.
Not this one, but in general.
No. So he brings that back. Sets it on a rock nearby you guys. It's smoking. And he basically tells you guys he's on patrol, so he has to go. And he goes off to walk about. And leaves you guys to rest up. No, stop purring. You're putting me to sleep.
Aww.
She's trying to tell me she's ready for bed.
Anybody know about preparing food?
Your cook is no longer with you.
I know. I'm so sad.
Suppose I can try.
I was gonna say I can try too if it's with survival. If it's performance, I'm not good at that. Can't
I
really
could-
help
Yeah,
with
I
that.
only have a +2 to survival compared to my old rogue was like 47.
Oh
I could drop a fireball on it.
no, bad Nyack. I know that's not a good idea.
If
Otherwise, I have rations. Like,
you want to try and cook it up, you could do a survival to make like a simple to simply roast it. We'll do a DC 12.
Okay, I got that. I'll try. Oh yeah, I can't get lower than a 15 on that actually.
There you go.
I forgot.
Yeah. Rogue things.
I was like, oh wait.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so you're able to get it up on a spit and get it cooked up the rest of the way. Nothing of note happens. You guys let Forge Caller know what's going on. He's like, let me know how it goes. I wish you guys the best, all that good stuff.
Thank you, but we will not inform you if we die.
Wait, does he only talk to Forge Caller and the Primordial too, or does Forge Caller know
Yeah, sure.
common? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
I don't remember if Forge Caller knows common.
Okay.
You say that and he goes, I would expect somebody else to tell me.
Yes.
But with that, he leaves you guys to rest. Nothing of note happens. You guys are able to take a long rest. We'll actually pick up our next session that morning. Nope. Now move your face. No. Lotharian. Okay, fine.
He's like, you just have to talk through me. It's cool.
She's obsessed with trying to suffocate me. I'm the only one that she does the love plop on.
Aww.
She walks up and like positions herself right here. She'll be laying on my side. She'll stand right here and just, yes, I'm telling stories, and just flop and try to suffocate me.
That's amazing.
And then she'll just sit here and headbutt me the entire time.
The black cat thing.
Is that what it is? Oh, I love the love plop, but I don't want to be suffocated.
Yeah, I was gonna say my cat does the love plop, but she doesn't do it on my face, thankfully.
Izzy will do it anywhere from here to like my chest, but if I roll over, she'll get up because she has to eat the little spoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Nell. Nell has to be the little spoon.
Yep.
And she specifically wants you. Yes, I'm going to tell them this. She specifically wants you to wrap your arm around her and like fully enclose her.
Aww.
She wants that.
Yeah. Kiri's just gotten to the point where she's like, "Oh, this is good. I like this."
Yeah, I think Nell's.
It's definitely worse as she's gotten to be an old lady.
Yeah. Nell used to be the feisty one, and we still have days where she'll like start off crying some random noise in the living room, and then we'll call for her and she'll come screaming down the hallway at us. But most days we have lazy old lady, because she's almost 13. She'll be 13 in October.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Izzy turns 13 in January.
Wow.
These little babies. Yep.
That's
And-
crazy.
Yeah, because then Layara's 9, 10. Layara's 10. And Maddie is 2. 3. Maddie's 3. What the crap? Stop growing up, dog. And then Emerus is 10 also. She's the same age as Layara. Yeah. We're gonna lose, like, I'm gonna lose almost all my animals at the same time. In the same year. It's gonna suck. Be really crappy. No, you have to live forever.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, nope. Just for right now.
Forever and ever.
I know. She's so cute.
As long as you don't move, I'll stay around as long as you do this.
Yeah. I will live for as long as you're petting me. And I appreciate it. All right. Experience.
Yes, what he said. I didn't hear it, but I'm just saying what he said.
What level are you guys?
16.
Yeah. 17 would be fun.
Clearly, a level or two too low.
Yes. Or 3.
Clearly. What
We
was
should
I
be going
thinking?
into this at level 20.
Whatever was I thinking? No, don't look at them.
Oh, she's so pretty. Hello. Does she have yellow eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Aww.
She's just staring at you guys. Like, excuse me, you're interrupting
You're
my
distracting
snuggles.
my mom from doing
Yeah.
what she's supposed to be doing.
She's supposed to be petting me? Excuse me. Oh, are you stuck? I hope.
Oh, hate that.
I hope.
She's
I
gotten
hope.
so much worse about that since she's been older too.
I know you don't like it. I'm sorry. There you go. I help. You're unstuck.
Worse is when they get mad at you and are like, I'm helping you, stop it.
Well, like there, she started to growl at me, and I'm like, no, I'm helping, and she was like, "Rrr, rrr, 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 rrr." Like I know it's uncomfortable. I know you're uncomfortable. Will you stop saying random numbers at me? All right, I will tell you guys what we'll do this a fun way. You guys get to pick who's gonna roll a d20.
Oh.
One of you gets to roll.
Not it.
If you beat my roll, you can level up.
Uh-oh.
Don't fuck up.
If you don't, you get whatever the encounter XP was.
Not it.
Oh.
That leaves Endis and Arlie.
I'm good either way in this.
Doesn't matter to me. It matters whether or not you want to trust the dice.
I know. Alright, here, I'm gonna roll a d4, even it's Endis, and odds it's me. Okay. Roll well. Oh my fucking god.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
That's about right.
What just happened?
I rolled a 3.
A 3-0, a 30.
Yeah.
No,
Beat that.
nothing happened. She hasn't rolled yet.
Literally, my log doesn't show a roll.
Oh hey, let me
It's weird,
try
somewhere.
again.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, it was funny because I rolled a 3 on the d4 to decide who would roll.
True.
Oh.
I still don't see a roll. Apparently I'm
Really?
bugged.
Do you guys see the roll?
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. It just ceased.
Is it just you? Hold on. Let me see if.
I'm refreshing.
I see.
There we go. All of the rolls are flooding in now.
Okay.
Wow. I can't believe you just rolled a 3 as
Right,
well.
yeah.
Like, what the hell?
That's a lot of threes.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Can we take the 20?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Go for it. Level yourselves up. Prepare yourselves for battle.
Yay.
Oh.
It's either your end or their end, but an end is near.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you.
You can't have my headphones.
How much
Wait,
XP
so-
is that?
30,000.
You can go to set level
Oh,
in the XP thing and just set it to 17.
sweet.
No need to do math.
Yay! Math is stupid.
Boo math! Yay game!
So, I don't even know what I get at level 17.
More hit points. Don't forget to roll for those.
Yes.
That's
do
important.
that first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that now while I remember.
Yeah.
Let's go. 2.
And remember, re-roll your ones.
Good that you said that because I literally just rolled a 1.
I rolled off a 1 into a 7.
I saw.
That's better.
I don't know if it's streaming everybody's rolls or just Olive's.
Anybody who's got theirs flagged as stream dice rolls, you should see the dice roll.
Got it.
I think.
Resilient.
Oh, I don't have to make any
And-
choices. I just get a thing.
I was rolling in a different tab, so that's why mine didn't show up.
Got my feet. Think I'm all leveled up.
Oh, I
Ah,
can stun things now.
That makes
It-
2
For
studies.
1 minute.
There
I
you
can
go.
stun things for 1 minute.
do they get a chance to get out of it?
It does get a chance on each of the end of each of its turn.
Ooh, our
resave.
proficiency bonus just went up too, I think.
Oh.
Free raise dead.
Man, all I got out of this, I didn't get a 9th level spell. I got a feat, which was really good, but
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got a
I
feat.
can expend 3 psionic charges to do it again as well, instead of waiting for a long rest.
how many dice do you have?
I had 10 before this level up. I don't know if I have more now. Let me look. I have 12. So I can literally do it 5 times between long rests if I want to use all of my psionic dice like that. That's wild.
Hmm.
Cool.
And I get 9th level spells.
Hey! Wish
Oh,
us
I do
out
get
of
9th
here!
level.
Here we go.
I get 9th level slots, but not 9th level spells.
I wish
Oh,
all
I
the
might be the
problems
same.
in this world were solved.
Now that I
Done.
think about it, I might be the same because I have that 1 level dip in cleric.
Yep,
Oh.
and I don't gain it. Oh no, I do get 1. It's not gonna
Okay,
be
so
very
I'm gonna have to fight for 1 more level so that me and Dante can both have wish.
Maybe at the end of this, we'll get 1 more level and you can wish us all home.
Yeah, right. I don't even know what I would choose here.
Can someone put in Slack and tag Splenda and Northern? Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yep. There's one. This is exciting. We're like in the final stretch. And we decided we would do the first segment of Northern's thing next, right? Like the first thing he said after this one.
I'm guessing that's the plan.
That works.
Don't really know.
Way of Mercy.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. Good game tonight, everyone.
Yeah.
So real quick,
Hmm.